Oh, I'm going on loan to Paris Saint-Germain. Listen. Ici c'est Paris. Ici c'est Paris. Paris. Paris.
Many, bro. This piece of shit, bro. Look at this dickhead.
When BG fixed up the Assna, we would Martin no show the God. Firewood made of the timber. Unlucky boo cry Osaka. Cool, mate. Hello.
Pouring Henny.
Oh, fuck is this?
Just calm down, mate.
Calm down. You phone me on private number, and you want me to calm down? In a split, there goes Assna. In a split, for so. In a split, there goes Assna. Go back to Emirates, you Postio. Come on, Tell Blood, whip this in. Oh, yeah! We're on our way to Bilbao, Blood! That Kulu. Horrible in. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Pedro Porro, what a goal! Yes! Come on! That's what I'm talking about, Blood. Bilbao, fam. Bilbao, Blood. Just no, fam. The final.
Oh my days, what a finish, bro. Did the keeper get a hand on that? It's one of them ones where, yeah, no, bro, he got two hands up, bro, you fat shit, blood. Oh, Lenny Euro has been on one, you know, this run from Euro. Oh, that's a finish from Mason Mount, bro. Bro, man said Lenny Euro assist, you know, centre-back. And that Harry Beckenbauer at the back stick. Casemiro, there it is, what, another Bruno assist. What did I tell you, man? What a finish, bro. Casemiro again, my midfielder, bro. Oh yes, 3-1. Oh, that scrub Hoyland scored, bro. Look at that celebration. Oh man, get him out of my club, man. I swear down. He almost missed that as well, blood. Why the ball roll so slowly into the goal, fam? Ooh. Hey, Mount. No way is he gonna score that. Oh, Mason Mount. Oh my days. Oh, bro, weak foot Mason Mount. Oh my days. We're winning everything, bro. Like, there's no way. Brother, we turned up today, played shit, yeah? We was getting bopped. And man have slapped this team 4-1, yeah? Because, bro, I feel like we scored all 4 of those goals in like 20 minutes, bro.
Look how easy it is. Ben's and don't get sent off. Don't get sent. Look how easy it is. These men are fucking shit. Oh, good defending, Spence. Oh, he's open. Oh, 2-0, bruv. 2-0. Bruv, 20 losses this season, bro. Absolutely bullied by Crystal Palace, bruv. Bullied, you know.
Oh, my days. Hey, that's a good goal, man. We got cooked there, bro. Hey, Ugarte, you criminal, blood. You absolute criminal, bro. This guy is shit, bruv. Oh my days, bruv. You know what I should do what Spurs did with Mourinho, sack him before the final. We got nothing to lose anyway. Brother, I hear it. We might have more chance of winning the final if he's not the manager.
Brothers, the destruction, no, we're oozing on the net. There's no other that you'd rather ban sport ooze, no, we the best. Shelling on the pod this weekly. Comedy gold on your TV, smash that like, touch a button like Vibe. Ready for the show, my G's. You see me? I said this ban sports ooze. I said this ban sports ooze. I said this ban sports ooze. Main event X Rantaroni 2. I said this ban sports ooze. I said this ban sports ooze. I said this ban sports ooze. Express them rats, let me build that.
Jeez, I'm Expressions, genetically jacked, athletically stacked, half man, half amazing, modern day Mac fam. And I'm with my brother, from the same mother, Ranceroni, Escobar, you know he's Banstradamus. And welcome to the only podcast where you're gonna hear banter, you're gonna hear sports, and it's oozing sauce. The most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. We give to you Band Sports Ooze episode
177, fam.
Brother, you ever gonna dance, blood, when I do the intro, blood? You know the amount of breath that I waste doing that, blood? I give you your flowers every episode for 177, for 177 episodes, blood. I've showered you with flowers, blood. You know them way there in the intro, blood. And I barely get an acknowledgement, blood.
Bro, I'm just not in the mood, fam.
You're not in the mood, blood?
No, not in the mood, fam.
You're not
You know
in
what
the
I'm
mood,
saying?
fam?
No, it's
Well,
crazy.
you know, I hear it still. I'm not in the mood either, blood, to be fair, blood. But I don't like seeing you like this.
Bro, listen,
you know them way there?
it's going to continue, bruv. It's going to continue until my club sort themselves out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I wasted 95 minutes of my life today. And I feel like I keep doing it. It's like I'm watching the same game over and over and over again. I'm tired, bro.
No, I hear that still, blood. What? Can I do anything to cheer you up, blood?
Nah, bro. There's nothing, nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got Jim Ratcliffe's phone number, you could pass that to me, bro.
No?
That's about it.
Well, boy, where should we start, blood? Going from last week, blood, I'd just like to say merci to the PSG fans. You know what I mean? Très bien. Bon vien. You know them way there, blood. And I would also like to say, Arsenal, your season's over. Done. In the bin, blood. Let me be like, oh, but how can you be talking? You're 17th. Yeah, okay. Samina, waka, 17th, I don't know how. Spurs go in till Bilbao. What's man talking about? You know them way there. 20 losses in the league. Brother, I know that's what we got. I swear down. You know you got 20 times Man United, yeah? We got 20 losses in the league, blood. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? But Arsenal, your season is done, blood. But I'm telling you this. Actually, no, let me sing it. 20 losses in the league. But we slapped up Bodo Glim. Only won 11 games. Europa final on the way. What happened to your Premier League? Done. What happened to your Champions League? Huh? What happened? What happened, blood? When PSG fists up the Assna, ale, 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 where was Martin? No show the gun. Ale, 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 firewood made out to your timber. Ale, 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 unlucky boo cry Osaka. Ale, 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 when PSG fists up the Assna, ale, 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 where was Martin? No show the gun. Ale, 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 firewood made out to your timber. Ale, 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 unlucky boo cry Osaka. Ale, 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 don't blame the tifo. Oh, oh, ale, 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 don't blame the tifo. Oh, oh, ale, 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 who lost? Who lost? It was Assna, eh? Who lost? Who lost? It was Assna, eh? You know them way there, fam. Brother, listen. You get me, bruv? In a spliff, blood. PSG, blood. Oh, Assna. Oh, Assna, Assna. Oh, Assna, Assna. Deadly blue PSG is better. You pussios. The Champions League. Premier League done. How was the Guard of Honor, blood? How was it? Brother, did you see the banner? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride for Arteta.
Yes, sir.
You see that?
I seen it.
Brother, we'll get into your Liverpool performance later on, but let's talk about the PSG. Because I ain't seen Roney since you man went out the Champions League. I ain't seen him. You get me? You told me, blood. You told me. Nah, they ain't going to win it.
I did tell you.
You told me that the Arsenal train always comes around the same sort of time every season.
Sometimes it's early, but it's never late, bro. I told you. You know what I'm saying? And I told you, they don't have the stomach to go to France and do anything.
I remember you saying that.
And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. As soon as the goal went in, that was it. The game was over, bro. They crashed. And that was it, bro. We know what Arsenal are like, bro. Do you know what I'm
They
saying?
ain't got the stomach, bro. It's like expecting Yardman to eat snails and that out in France. Do you know them way there? Big man thing.
Nah, man. It was good to see Arsenal doing Arsenal things. Do you know what I'm saying? And now the pressure's off. I don't know. They might win some games. Who knows? But they were always losing that game. They were always losing it, bro. So it is what it is, man. It's another season, and then just in Arsenal fashion, yeah, Arsenal get linked with every player under the sun as soon as they get knocked out. Your club are playing you.
Yeah.
This is just what it is. Linked with Cunha, linked with Gyökeres. I mean, they're
Zubi,
saying
Zubi,
Zubimendi's coming through the door now. All of a sudden, that was wrapped up ages ago, bro. They're just doing it to keep you quiet. They're just telling you to keep it quiet, bro. They're just trying to keep you quiet, bro. So you don't mess up the fraudulence that's going on over there, bro. Do you know what I mean? So you man enjoy that. Do you know what I mean? Zubimendi got put in the spliff by Casemiro, blood. I seen my man against my team, bro. I can't lie. That's another player that you're gonna add to your team. That's not gonna get you no closer to the title. So, like, it just is what it is, bro. It still doesn't answer the questions. It still doesn't fix the problems that they have. So, it is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? It was great seeing them get smoked by PSG. It was incredible. You get
I'm
me?
telling you, incredible.
And hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully PSG win the Champions League, to be honest, because they played the best football by far. As much as I'm a fan of Milan, I think football won, innit? Do you know what I mean? And I think that
football did win.
And I think football wins if PSG win it, bro. I'm seeing Arsenal trying to do up Stoke long throws and that in the Champions League.
Brother, but that's
Champions
what I'm
League.
saying.
Yeah.
You get me, fam? Arteta's coming out saying that they were the better team, bruv. These man transformed into Stoke, blood. You get me, fam? Transformed into Stoke, and it was au revoir, Arsenal, blood. Out of the Champions League, blood. You know what I mean? Au revoir, mes amis, blood. Get out of here, fam. I'm telling you, bruv. Like, it was sensational, blood. These man were doing hella long throws, blood. You get me? Hella long throws, hella long crosses, blood. You know what I mean? That's what it was. Long balls, blood. These man turned into Mandingo FC, blood. That's what these man turned into, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was pretty shocking, blood. You know what I'm saying? PSG... Like, I'm glad they did a number on them. I'm so glad, fam. You get
facts.
me? Arteta coming out and just lying. You got your manager out there just barefaced lying, saying that Arsenal were the better team and that how people told him so from the bench as well.
The wickedest bit is you see the way Enrique laughed when they told him. The bro laughed. He laughed in man's face.
Arteta.
Now he's like, you get me? Bro, listen, man laughed from the depths of his soul, blood. I'm telling you, this wicked, bro, what these man talking about? We popped them for two legs, and they did. Do you know what I mean? So, nah, man, that I can't lie, that sweeted me, bruv. I'm telling you, that was great. Do you know what I mean? Especially the day after watching a sensational game with Barca and Inter. Do you know what I mean? 7-6 on aggregate. What a semi-final, bro. That's one of the best semi-finals I've watched over 2 legs.
Yep.
So, do you know what I mean? Like, unlucky to Barcelona, but boy, after seeing Arsenal go out and seeing that game there, bro, sensational. And then obviously my team qualified for a final as well, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it was a solid 3 days.
I'm telling you, fam. Listen, that the AFTV tears were sweet, blood. You know what I'm telling you, fam. It was, bruv. You get me, bruv. Yardman with his tears straight from Harley Street, bruv. You saw them. Real talk, bro. Like the Bozo Gillen pitch was realer than his tears, bruv. Right. I'm telling you that right now. That artificial grass, blood. This guy, didn't you see him crying, blood? Didn't you see him?
I did, yeah. I seen it.
He go, what the why?
It went viral, blood.
Why?
It went viral still.
You know what I mean? Brother, why is he wiping through his glasses, blood? Like, who does that, blood? Do you know them way days? And now I'm hearing him talking about that he wants to go, me want to do a pre-season. You know them way there. You want to do a pre-season in a, where we go? I can't remember, brother. I don't know where they're going, blood. You know what I mean? But I know he ain't got the passport to get there for sure. I don't know where they go. They go somewhere like, no, Hong Kong, blood, because they got us. Me want to go to Hong Kong. You know them way there. He wants to go to Hong Kong, blood.
Hey, to be
you know
fair,
what I mean?
we pre-season.
Yeah, I pre-season.
What are we doing in pre-season? I saw we got some idiot. I think we're playing some English team somewhere.
Oh, is it?
I think we're away as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know. I need to find out.
Brother, all I'm saying is, we missed the Thai fan cam. I wanted to see that. You get me? Obviously, I saw Judges, blood. He wasn't happy, blood. You know what I mean? That's what he was. He goes, I came out here. He goes, you know what, right? I came out here to France, Rob. Like, everyone's telling me, Lee, we got a chance. We're still in the game. We ain't got a fucking chance because we ain't got nothing up top. 700 million and we ain't got a striker, Rob. That's what he said, innit? He goes, oh, did he? Mikel Merino. Oh, listen, Robbie, like, you know, with Arteta, I'm not going to say I want him out, but, like, he's on thin ice. That's what he said. He's on thin ice. He goes, because I told you last week, I wanted Lewis Skelly in the midfield, Declan Rice doing his thing, Thomas Partey, he came back in the team and did nothing, Rob. Nothing. He lost the ball cheaply on the edge of our box. Like, Partey, he can fuck off too, Rob. You know what I mean? He absolutely lost it, blood. You know them way there. He goes, what was it? I think it was like, you got 10 minutes to go. He was like, it's 10 minutes, Rob. 10 minutes. We're in the game. Where's Ethan? Where's Ethan N1 Where is he? He pronounces the N. Where's Ethan N1 You know what I'm saying? I swear to that. Hey, bro. No, told you I could cheer you up. You know the way there.
N1
Yeah, where's Ethan N1 You know what I mean? Bring the kids on. You get me? You're replacing a left back for a left back, like for like. You're bringing on Zinchenko, Kieran Tierney, Ben White. You're bringing on Ben White for Timber. Like, I don't understand it, Rob. Calafiori, all these defenders, when we need a fucking goal. What's the matter with Arteta? Can't bloody stand him. Like Lee, he wasn't happy, blood. You know them way there. And my good friend Troops got absolutely cooked by Saeed, blood. I'm not gonna lie. I watched their show, yeah. Saeed had him on toast, blood. Saeed was literally doing a stand-up comedy show. Yeah, Troops would look like this in the camera all the time.
I see it.
What do you mean I'm here, blood? Look like a Poundland Stevie Wonder, blood. Somali and DJ Khaled, blood. Those were the only two things he said for the whole episode. Saeed was cooking, blood. Asking him questions. Troops wasn't responding, blood. You know them way there. He was upset, fam. Big man ting, blood. Big man ting, bro. I swear I've never seen Lord Farquaad that rattled before, blood. Big man ting. No, honestly, bro, you wouldn't even look him in the eye, blood. No, you get me, fam? He was upset, blood. I don't know if he was filling out a membership to become an ambassador of Hennessy or something like that. Like, I don't know how important what he was doing was, yeah, but he did not seem in the mood, blood. And obviously, I saw him after the game as well, blood. He was like, oh, another fucking year, blood. You get me? 5 years. I told you, man, about Arteta, blood. When I had my Arteta out merch, you lot was like, Troops, you're negative. Who's negative now, blood? Who's negative now, blood? I told all of you. You man are pricks, blood. I want the best for this football club. You get me? I supported this team all my life. All my life, blood. You get me? My mum bought me the shirt, blood. And I said, Mum, thank you. Big gunner. Cannon, blood. Cannon, fam. I put my guns down when I was on the roads, blood. No, it wasn't. I put my burners down when I was on the road. Then a man in the comments said it must have been Bunsen burners. It was so up, nah, it was out of order. And I'm like, that's my friend. You can't be talking about Bunsen burners, blood. You get me, bruv? Not Trooper. Maybe Troops can take that joke, but not Trooper, blood. Don't say they're Bunsen burners. Not even a blue flame as well. They said orange flame. So it said it can't really be fatal either. Like, it was very upsetting, blood. Do you know them way there, bruv? So yeah, I'm not going to lie. It was sensational stuff. You get me? And for all of my trolling that I did with the PSG shirt and all of that, everyone said, yeah, you watch, we're coming back. We're going to win the second leg. Everywhere I went, people told me, you watch, your day is coming. Don't get me wrong, my day could still be coming in the Europa League final, innit, yeah? But let me tell you this, yeah? That PSG was worth it. I'll keep that PSG shirt for life like NWO, blood, you know what I mean? I'll keep it for life. Do you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'll do, blood. Glorious, fam. Absolutely glorious. So yeah, the final's going to be between PSG and Inter. Hope PSG win. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? Now let's move on to their Premier League game. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. Liverpool 2-0 up. Arsenal came back. Do you know what I'm saying? It was a good comeback for them. I'm not even going to lie, because I thought the game was over.
So did I. Stopped watching it.
Thought the game was over, and I thought their top 5 was in jeopardy. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though Man City didn't win that game. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, it just is what it is, blood. Like, I think, who scored the first one? I know Marino scored one. No, Marino scored one. Or did he score 2, blood? I know Marino scored one, definitely. Yeah, header.
And someone else. I don't think he scored both of them.
Yeah, and I don't know who scored the other one still, blood. You know what I mean, fam? But I remember the Liverpool goal shamelessly, blood. I remember both the Liverpool goals, bruv. But I don't remember Arsenal's one still. But yeah, nah, fuck it, blood. Let's move on, blood. Let's move on. Obviously, let's go on to you, blood. You man slapped up Atletico Bilbao in the Europa League. What did you beat them at 5-something or whatever?
4.
4.
Was it 4-1 or something?
You gave them
it's
4,
4-1.
blood. You get me? You gave
Mason Mount,
Williams brothers,
double.
Atletico, blood. Not Madrid, Atletico Bilbao, blood. Get me? Them man had the Williams sisters instead, bruv. You know what I mean? These man got put in a blunt.
Yeah, it was Hoyland, 2 for Mount, and who scored the other one? But yeah, Casemiro. Yeah, it was 4-1. Yeah, we smoked them, bruv. But it wasn't that, though. It was a weird game, bro. Like, because we were shit. We were 1-0 down.
How can you win 4-1 and then...
We were shit, bro. And we had a 20-minute spell at the end of the game and just turned them over, bro. But for the first hour, we were diabolical, bro. We were 1-0 down. Yeah, we were 1-0 down. We were losing. And then literally...
You were losing to a wonder goal, though. I saw that.
Bruv, Onana fucking got 2 hands on it.
Oh, no,
do you know
what I mean by a wonder goal? Nah, my bad. I didn't mean that because Onana's in goal. It can't really be a wonder goal because he's atrocious. But
we just didn't start
with a good strike.
Like, they were outplaying us. It was a decent strike, but Harry Maguire gave the ball away, literally on the edge of our box in the first place, under no pressure. And then Onana gets 2 hands on it, pushes it in, but we were getting outplayed. Like, we were actually getting popped at the beginning. And then, yeah, bro, we made some substitutions. Ahmad came on, Mount came on, and in the end, these man combined, bro. Do you know what I mean? And we saw some decent football.
Yeah.
We saw some decent football. Mount scored 2 good goals.
They weren't better than Garnacho's last week, though.
Bro, I don't know about that, you know. To be honest, both his goals were good. The first one, the little hook turn on the edge of the box, and then he whipped it. And then the other one was long range, weak foot. Do you know what I'm saying? Open goal, but bro, to take it with your weak foot, from that distance, it's not easy. Do you know what I'm saying? So, no, we done all right, bruv. I'm not gonna lie, we done okay, but for the majority of the game, there were loads of things I didn't like about it, and they took it into today's game as well.
And what happened today?
More bollocks, and then we lost 2-0 to West Ham, a team that struggles to win games, bro.
Yep.
Another team that's leapfrogged us in.
They leapfrogged both of us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Absolute disgraceful performance yesterday, bro. And West Ham, the worst thing about it is West Ham played the same shape as us, bro. So we literally played against a team that played the same shape as us.
Would you take Potter over Ruben Terrorim?
Would I take Graham Potter? Not now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's at West Ham. But, bro, I can't
Hammer him in, blood.
Like, bro, like, I am struggling to be able to tell you a manager that would do worse than what this manager's doing right now.
Hammer him out, blood.
Yeah, I just don't know who can do worse than Ruben Amorim, bro. And the most frustrating thing about this situation is the fact that it's like the standards at the club are at an all-time low, bro. Like, people are trying to make excuses for why it's okay that he's failing like this. And then on top of that, he comes out after the games and he tries to gaslight everyone. And fans are lapping it up. Do you know what I mean? This guy wants to talk about all the so-called problems at the club and all these other things, bro. Like, the problems at the club are the ones picking the players. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the problems at the club aren't picking the players. The problems at the club are not making the substitutions. You're the fucking problem right now. Do you know what I'm saying? You've lost more games than you've won at the football club, which is a disgrace. He broke a record, a record since 1931 or something today. The most amount of losses at home since 1931. Every fucking record, that I thought would be impossible to break, he's breaking all of them. And the funny thing is, he's the worst manager in the history of this football club, like, factually. You know what I mean? Based on statistics, And these man booed David Moyes out the gaff, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But because he's got an exotic foreign name, and he speaks well, these men are letting this guy get away with murder. I've never seen anything like it, bro. They're not holding him accountable, like, at all. There's no accountability. Like, Lenny Yoro's gone off injured today. He might not make the final. He should have never started the fucking game in the first place.
Come on, blood.
He should have never started in the first place. What the hell you starting Lenny Yoro and Ahmad in a nothing game when you know we got a final in 10 days, bro? Give them 20 minutes at the end. Give them 20 minutes. I'm not even upset about the score because, bro, like, I would have been more happy if we played a second team and lost 2-0. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we did.
But the fact is, we played a strong team and still lost and got an injury.
Bruno, I saw Ugarte.
Bruv, everyone was there. He rested Cass and he rested Dorgu. Other than that, like, Mandem were there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this was a strong team. This was a team that on paper should be beating West Ham. And we didn't even look like scoring a goal today, bro. So it's spooky for this manager right now. And you got all these fans protecting him. It's like these man love the manager more than they love the football club. It's a joke, bro. Man are saying, oh yeah, but give him money to buy players, bro. I'll give him money to leave.
What you mean? But he needs to, you get me, hasn't bought and all he's bought is Dorgu, fam. He needs time.
It doesn't matter if he's only bought Dorgu.
then
There's
think
loads
about
of
Alex Ferguson,
there's
man.
loads
Look
of
at the time that
managers.
he lot gave
Yeah,
him.
bro, listen, Sir Alex Ferguson made the sacrifices when he came in, so the club weren't supposed to do it again. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not supposed to be going back to Sir Alex Ferguson times, when he first came in. He took us out of that.
Look at the damage that Ten Hag done.
Yeah, but you're saying
These
that
are
Ten
all
Hag.
of his players, bro.
Listen, Ten Hag did do damage. I agree, and this is exactly why the club should never buy players for a manager again. Learn from that.
So
do you know what I'm saying?
Amorim more time due to the damage Ten Hag.
No,
Just came out of it.
no. You know why? Because here's the thing, the head coach position, the job is to do the best you can with the players you have.
Absolutely.
He's not doing that. He's not a manager. He's the head coach. So what you do is you build a squad, and you keep sacking managers until the manager can make the use of the squad. That's what Real Madrid do. They build
Chelsea.
a squad.
You want to do Chelsea?
You build a squad. Do you know what I'm saying? And
So
if
you
the
wanna be
manager
like
can't
that.
manage the squad, then you get rid of the manager, find another manager that can get the most out of the squad. But the squad needs to be built, in the image of the ethos of the club, and it needs to be built irrespective of who's in charge, bro.
So you don't care about having like another sort of Sir Alex Ferguson, like a manager that can stay there for a long time.
That is,
and just,
bruv, that's
what do you just care
ideal.
about?
That's idealism. That's not
I'm
realism.
asking what you care about.
I don't care about
the
it.
fans. I
Sir
want
Alex
you.
Ferguson, stayed
You
as
care
long as
about-
he did, because
Yeah.
one, the era he was in, and two, because he was successful. Sir Alex Ferguson, was doing what Pep Guardiola is doing right now in the league, winning trophies every season, winning the league most seasons, and when he doesn't win the league, he wins it the next season. That's exactly what Ferguson was doing. So that's why he didn't get sacked. That's why Guardiola won't get sacked, even though if he finishes fourth this season, he won't get sacked because he keeps winning.
And you can still get FA Cup anyway.
Do you see what I'm saying? He's probably still he is going to finish with a trophy. So it's another season that he wins a trophy, and he averages 2 trophies a season. So because of that, Sir Alex Ferguson didn't get sacked because of his success. You have to earn the right to still be at big clubs. The average life of a manager in the modern football is 13 months. Leicester brought in Ruud van Nistelrooy knowing they were going to get relegated. Do you know what I mean? And he's gone already. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where the average life of a
Who's gone
manager,
already?
Ruud.
He's been sacked.
Well, pretty much they're not keeping him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, that's
Come
the
back
word.
to
That's the
United.
word on the street. No, but he would do better than fucking Amorim. Do you know what I'm saying? But the point is, the average life of a manager is 13 months factually. So people need to get out of this old way of thinking, bro. Like, nothing about football is the same. The way they scout players ain't the same no more. They're using all this stupid data and
That's
doing
13 months, blood.
and doing this
Sure
money
that's not a
ball.
goldfish, blood, or something.
No, that's literally the average
crazy.
manager lasts a season.
Tamagotchi, blood, or something.
Like, bro, Wolves, I think they had 4 managers in one season before. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the average life of a manager is 13 months on average, bro. Like, Xabi Alonso is going to be the new Real Madrid manager. I guarantee you, he gets sacked within 3 years. I don't see him being there for 3 years, but he might get sacked after 2. Xavi won the title in his first year with Barcelona and got sacked in the second year.
Yeah.
And he's a legend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So he was there like 18 months. Like, managers don't stay at clubs for 8-9 years. Like, Jurgen Klopp was an anomaly. Arne Slot's not going to be at Liverpool for 9 years. I can bet my life on it. 9 years, no chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's there for 3 years, he's done well. This is how football is. So fans need to move with the times when it comes to managers. Stop getting attached to managers, bro. Your football club is not the manager. Your football club ain't the manager. Man United are going to be in our 10th final in 10 seasons with 5 different managers.
No, I hear
As
it.
long as we get to finals, I don't give a fuck who the manager is. I support the club. I don't support the manager. Do you know what I'm saying? The same way players move on, managers move on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't sign a player and say, I want this player to be here for 10 years. Nah, I'll support you and I hope you do well. If you don't do well, you can fucking leave. And the same goes for the manager. So when I'm looking at Ruben Amorim, anyone that's trying to make excuses for him, it's out of pure hope because he hasn't done anything. His football's the worst we've ever seen. We sacked Van Gaal after winning the FA Cup. I didn't want him to leave. And his football was better than Amorim's. Man said his football was boring. So if his football is boring, I don't know what Amorim's is. Some suicide ball, blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching man have 70% possession and no shots. So if you wanted Van Gaal out, you can't want Amorim in. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So he has to win this trophy just to have a leg to stand on. And the truth is, the way we're playing, we're not supposed to win that final, bro. We're not supposed to. We're shit. As much as you, man, are shit. You, man, are shit with a positive goal difference. We don't score goals. And we concede loads.
You score goals in the Europa League, though.
Yeah, but against useless teams, against 10 men. Twice.
Bilbao. Oh,
Two
they
of
didn't have 10 men at Old Trafford.
Nah, they had 10 men in the second leg.
in there.
And also Leon had 10 men.
Yeah.
Bro, we've had 3 red
But
cards
when you
or
put
something
5
like.
past them, they didn't have 10 men.
What game?
The one that you just played. Your last game, they got the red card in the first leg, not the second leg, Bilbao. They got a red card at their ground.
Yeah. They got a red card in the first leg.
Goals past them when they had more than 10.
It was
men.
4-1. We beat them in the last game.
And what did you beat them in the first one? 3.
3.
No.
Because we were 3-0
Okay.
up at half time, then we just stopped trying to score.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we just stopped trying to score at 3-0. But the point is, yeah, like we had 2 red cards in the last 3 games, bro. That's why we were scoring goals. We're not a team that score goals. Again today, no goals scored. I think we're minus 11 goal
but that's
difference.
because you didn't start Garnacho.
That's good, bro. When Casemiro didn't play.
Exactly.
But we're minus 11, bro, goal difference.
Mm.
Nah, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, my brain tells me we can't beat Spurs in the final, but my heart tells me we're gonna win because we just always win. Do you know what I mean? When things are against us, we just win, bro. But
No, I hear it.
the way we're playing, we shouldn't stand a chance against Spurs. We lost to them 3 times this season already. Amram's lost twice. I don't trust him to pick the right team to beat Tottenham. I don't trust him.
I hear it, my boy. Let's move on to my game. We beat Bodo Glimt. You get me? Bozo, Limp. You know what I mean? We went to your bouncy castle, bruv, and put you, man, in a blunt, fam. You get me, fam? Everyone telling me that, they ain't lost there in 18 games.
Yeah,
they ain't done this. They ain't done that, fam. Well, they have now, bruv. You know them way there. We went there and we fished them up, blood. Never looked like losing, bruv. Dominant performance, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I can't say anything against that performance of ours. Do you know what I mean?
Comprehensive.
Dominant performance.
Yeah,
I want to say Poro's thing was an accident, bro. He scored one like that for us before, and he hasn't been here at our club that long. He always does that. It was a cross, 100%, but he always aims. There was no one there. You know them way there. He's always aiming for just get the ball in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What a goal, blood. You get me? Dominant Solan Kane, fam. What, like 5 goals in his last 6 appearances across all competitions? You get me? He's getting the goals up. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Like, man, I have to give them their credit for that performance in Europe, innit? Like, because obviously, man, no Bodo Glimt are rubbish, innit? Yeah, but in the conditions that man had to play, yeah, you get me, fam. At the end of the game, man, I got all them black bits, blood, that you have in your boots when you leave goals, blood. You know what I mean? And that 4G pitch, blood. 4G, you know what I'm saying, fam? Man, smoking on the roof and that, bruv, watching the game and that. Like, it's crazy, bruv. It's crazy. Do you know what I mean? So, big up the players. Like, they played well. Do you know what I mean? The whole team played well, which was great. And obviously, the celebrations were needed, fam. You get me, fam? And then obviously we've got Crystal Palace now at home, and he's completely played a B team. You get me, which I agree with. Do you know what I'm saying?
It was the right thing to do.
I think the only players that usually start that were on were Kulusevski.
Is he actually injured, or was it precaution?
He not injured. Well, he got a knock, but Anne said he'll be fine.
Oh, okay,
do you know what I mean?
So there you go.
So, and he walked off, and you saw him walk off at the end. He wasn't in no protective boot or nothing like that. But Madders and Bergvall's out for the season, so that's a big miss for us. You know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, like Tottenham in the Premier League, look, we're 17th for a reason, fam. You get me? Lily White Phillips, you get me? Tadarius the Bonnie Blue. We absolutely suck in the Premier League, bruv. That's what it is, fam. You get me? Like a phone without a SIM card, bruv. And today, yeah, we got dominated and we got bopped around the pitch by Crystal Palace, who we made look like a prime Barcelona. That's what it was, innit? Like, I can't even say, like, there's no positives today. The only positive is that Kulu didn't get a big injury.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is,
innit?
innit?
You rested some players.
Do you know what I'm saying?
There's no big injury.
But it's 20 losses, you know them way there. We've only got 11 wins. It's an embarrassing Premier League record. And let me tell you this, yeah. People say, X, how can you want Ange gone at the end? No, first they're saying, no Ange out now, yeah. Brother, if I told you, yeah, like I told you I wanted the man sacked when I wanted him sacked. He ain't been sacked. Yeah. We've got a final. He's got us to a final, yeah, which is next week or whenever it is, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying, yeah? Let me tell you this, bruv. There's no point calling for the manager's head. Man, I need to rally support for my team because I want to win this final. Innit?
I hear it.
Yes, I've told you at the end of the season, regardless, I'm not being that guy that says, if he wins it, he can stay his blood. I want him gone regardless. And the reason why is because the Premier League, yeah, 38 games, mate, yeah. The Premier League is your bread and butter, like Gunner, fam. You should be judged on your Premier. The Premier League is where you can look at a manager and say, oh, you know what? Let's see how he does. You know why? Because you play the same team twice.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's what it is. In cups, you can get easy runs. You get me? You can get easy runs. You can get very difficult runs, but you can also get easy runs, innit? The Premier League, everyone plays each other twice, blood. So you can look at a manager and look at him against other managers, bruv. That's what you can do. The Premier League is your bread and butter, fam. And when I look at the Premier League, yeah, 20 games lost, 11 games won, 5 draws, blood, yeah. We've lost to Palace twice, blood. You know them way there, twice. A lot of teams have beaten us twice, to be honest. Do you know them way there? Like, we've been fists up. We've been made an example out of, bruv. You get me? We just get opened up with ease, blood.
Oh, that's another record. That's another team. We lost twice as well to these man as well in the league for the first time.
I hear it. You know them way there. Like, Ange's just breaking all sorts of records. So let me tell you this. For his record in the Premier League is a criminal record, fam. Don't get me wrong. If he wins the Europa League, because we get Champions League qualification and he gets a trophy, he's achieved his objectives. Yeah. So yes, does he deserve to be sacked? No. But do I want him gone? Do I trust this man in another 38 game season? Do I want to give him more money to buy players when I've seen the players that we've brought in so far? And even if it's not his players and it's the club that's bringing in the players,
as a coach, he's still got to get the best out of the players.
And the club will still be bringing in the players if he's not the one in charge in it. So, and as a coach, you need to be getting the best out of the players. Has he done that? Is he doing that? No, he's not, blood. So I want Ange Postecoglou gone at the end of the season, regardless. If we was to win the Europa League, I'm not gonna be like, all right, now sack him. No. Celebrate him. Build him a statue.
Do you think
give
he
him
walks
his flowers
if he wins though?
I hope he does.
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
think
us
that's
not
the
sack
best
him.
way to
I'd
go
love
out.
that. That'd be the perfect end. The perfect end. Him win and walk and said, I told you MFers I always win something in my second season, and go and get a big job, blood. You know them way there, fam, and then go and have them in a relegation battle. That is it. Like, trust me, I don't care if Ange was to go on and get a Borussia Dortmund job and all of that.
The Leverkusen job after Javi Alonso.
Him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, let him win that trophy. If he was to go on and get a big job, I would, you know what I mean? But let me tell you this isn't a problem that I want to deal with. I've got enough issues with my owners, blood. The fact that they're criminals. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't have a criminal manager as well. I need a manager that can try and turn water into wine again, bruv. You can't have Pochettino in front of man, yeah, and then have these, man. Don't get me wrong. With Conte and Mourinho, all I wanted them for was to win a trophy. I didn't want them for no long time.
They didn't do that, yeah.
I didn't want them for no long time. You think I wanted, 5 years, 3 years, or whatever, Antonio Conte? No. I didn't want to see that fossil football for long. I wanted to see if it worked to win a trophy. That's all I wanted. Give me something to celebrate and then F off, blood, and let's build. Do you get me? Because man's not impatient, blood. All Tottenham fans have our patience, blood. You get me, fam? 2008 was the last time man's won a trophy. What's man talking about, blood?
Raw. It's that long.
Yeah, how many years is that, blood? Mass.
It's nearly 20 years. It's like 17 years.
You see what I mean, blood?
Bro, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Gal are getting born and having kids,
That's
blood.
when we won the Champions League.
Brother, babies are being born and having kids, you know, in that 17 years, blood. You know how it is. No, I'm serious, blood. They start early, blood. You know them way there, fam. I swear down, bruv. Them gal are just out in carnival, blood, and they ain't got no time to go home, blood. You know what I mean? And they got 3 kids, blood, by the time they're 21. You know, it happens. You get me, fam? It's embarrassing. So let me tell you this, yeah. I'm not saying, like, me, I'd love Ange to win a trophy, yeah. And he has to win this trophy, bro, because if not, yeah, once he does get sacked, there needs to be pressure on everyone else because these owners allowed him to stay this long. They allowed him to stay this long.
But their rebuttal will be,
what?
We're in the final, so it was the right decision to let him stay this long. That's what the owners rebuttal.
And my rebuttal will be, it was the players, blood.
No, I hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? I completely hear that, but that's my thing as well.
And then
I believe we were getting to the final anyway.
Go and do their rebuttal, and I'll give you.
And they'll say, you say this were players, and they'll say, well, clearly not. Do you know what I'm saying? And also,
yeah,
it's like, bro, they would have had to pay him out, and maybe they could say, oh, the money wasn't there anyway.
Okay, and then my rebuttal will be, you have no hair, blood, yeah, and you've brought man 1 trophy since you've been in here, bruv. You're an absolute criminal, bruv. All you do, yeah, is literally put F1 track, blood, Beyonce, blood. You know them where they're Travis Scott, blood. You get me, Scotty Too Hotty, blood. You know them where they're
all of these man was there. All of this
Eubank, blood.
And
do you know what I mean? Eubank, Ben, Anthony Joshua, Usyk, Fury, Daniel Dubois, you know them way there. All of this, blood. All of these dates, fam. You know them way there, yeah? And no trophies, blood. You get me, fam? That's what it is. When you walk around the stadium, you might as well put up the WBC championship, blood.
Bro,
you might as well
put that lifted there, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's it. That's the only thing that gets lifted there, bro. Do you know what I mean? That and the grass when the events happen, blood. Do you know what I mean? Nah, real talk. It's the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't want to hear any of that. But we got absolutely dominated today, outclassed. Crystal Palace got an FA Cup final and they didn't care. They just said, I'm playing my full team.
Eze got both of them, innit?
Yeah.
And almost identical goals as well, yeah.
It was easy. Like I said, bro, you know them way there.
Another team that playing our system better than us.
Day after tomorrow, bruv. Like Ange, that's another thing with Ange's football, yeah. He's a manager that only plays one way. Yeah. So when he's playing his B team, he expects his B team to play exactly like the A team. Yeah. I don't need that. I need a manager that earns his money. I need a manager that has different styles of play, that has different formations.
I completely agree with you. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? It's like, bro, I would absolutely take that right now, yeah, for the simple fact that at least you guys score goals, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man are scoring goals with Brendan Johnson and that. Like, bro, like the GA that Brendan Johnson gets here playing for Ange,
Werner forgot that.
It makes him look like a decent player. Like, nah, bro.
Brendan Johnson.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, Brendan Johnson ain't but we know he's not a decent player.
but your manager makes him look like he's a decent player in terms of he scores goals.
No, on paper he looks like a decent player.
That's what I'm trying to say. On the eye,
anyone that watches our games on the eye will know that he's not that.
You're right, but it's down to your managers. It's down to your manager's interpretation of football. Like, the difference between my manager and your manager is the fact that at least your manager's positive and he tries to win games.
No, the difference between my manager and your manager is my manager's fucking all gas and no brakes like Jacob Fatou, blood. Do you know them way there? That's what it is.
Yeah, but mine is all brakes and no gas, blood.
No, brother, I don't care. So, bro, it's all gas and no brakes.
Brother, that's what it is. Gas,
and the gas is always down the right-hand side. Brennan Johnson arriving late. Brennan Johnson is a poacher, blood. Do you know them way there? If Brennan Johnson wasn't a footballer, he'd probably be... if he grew up in Harlesden, bruv, he'll be licking down yards, blood. Big man thing, he's a poacher. That's what he is. That's Brennan Johnson, fam. He'll be kicking the door down, blood, and be leaving with man's PS4, blood. You know this. You get me? He's a poacher. That's what Brennan Johnson is, innit? And yeah, fair enough. But he's not a winger. He don't do his job. He don't beat a man pause. He don't do that.
He doesn't.
You get me, fam? At this point, just get me Michael Barrymore on the right, blood. He'll beat the man, blood. He'll do it. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? Yeah, you'll get the game abandoned, but you'll still beat the man. Do you get me? It's crazy, fam. I bun them, man, anyway, man. It's one of them ones where, you get me, the final, Ange has to win it, bruv. Man United, you man are garbage, I'm not going to lie, but so are we. And this is definitely, I'm under no illusion, fam. You get me? 16th and 17th, blood. Like, but at the same time, in the YouTube space, this game's bigger than the Champions League final.
It is.
In the YouTube space.
It is bigger than Champions League final in the YouTube space. Of course it is. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Because it's got so many ramifications. It's got ramifications for United. It's got ramifications for Arsenal as well, because they got their two ops in a final. Yeah. And it's like, bro, they don't want either of us to win.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's one of them ones. Chelsea are in the final as well. Mm-hmm. City are in the final. Arsenal, the only Big Six team that ain't gonna achieve anything this season. No, not a final, nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So
imagine one of us in the Champions League, yeah, and a trophy, blood, yeah. So we got what Arsenal's got and the trophy, blood, at the end of the season after the beatings and the pastings that we've taken this season. It's our worst seasons, both of us. Yeah. Our worst seasons, bruv. Do you get me?
It's the worst season I've seen in my life, bro.
It's the worst season I've seen in my life. And my seasons, I've been bad.
Yeah.
I've seen us finish 12th and, you get me, 13th and da-da-da-da. And then I've seen us be flipping third, like all of that, bruh, fourth, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying, yeah? And then we're back to 17th. I don't remember ever seeing us 17th.
Oh, never.
I think maybe 16th.
Not even under Yo and them, man,
but
you went
17th.
Down there.
No.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like 16th at some point in the table, but never ending.
Not towards the end of the season.
Bro, there's 2 games left. We ain't got fucking 40 points. Neither of us. Brother, we're shit.
Brother, we're on points. I think West Ham got relegated on 38 once. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we on relegation number.
We are. We're relegation fodder. Bro, no, that's what we are. We're garbage.
Yeah, it's nasty, man.
It's nasty work.
It's actually nasty work, but it's one of them ones where when I look at us here, I feel like we've cheated this whole season, bro. Like, I feel like we've cheated this whole season. Like, As much as I'd love to win the trophy, to be shameless, a part of me knows that we don't deserve anything.
Bro, you know what it's like? It's like when, do you remember when Money in the Bank, blood? Money in the Bank, yeah, when, you get me, they were about to start the match and then Brock Lesnar came out and they said he's the new thing and he just came out, yeah, and he just climbed up the ladder and took the briefcase. Do you remember that?
But that's it.
Brother, it's like when Brock Lesnar just came, he lost his belt earlier on in the night and then he turned up in the Royal Rumble and said, I'm winning it, and he threw everyone out. Yeah, bro, it's a disgrace. I'm not even going to lie, blood. But if we win it, it's a disgrace I'll take, blood.
Bro, I hear it. It's the same with me. If we win it, yeah, bro, listen, it's one of them ones where I'll absolutely be grateful. But at the same time, it'll be another instance like last season where we won a trophy and it papered over the cracks when we should have sacked our manager. Like, we should have sacked Ten Hag at the end of the season regardless. And it felt like we were going to sack him until we won the trophy. And then we didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a possibility of the same thing happening with Ruben Amorim. Like, so it's just one of them ones where, like, the best case scenario for me is that he wins the trophy and he gets sacked anyway, bro, because I see this Amorim thing ending in tears no matter when we sack him. If we don't sack him at the end of the season, we'll sack him before Christmas. That's what will happen, because remember, the season starts back in a few months, my bro.
August.
Like, exactly. What's he going to do? How's he going to turn the team from a 17th, 16th team in the league, yeah, to a top 6 team, yeah, in a matter of months?
He'll have a pre-season.
But even then, pre-seasons are short. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's still going to have to integrate new players into the team, and he can't even do shit with the ones he's got. So
he needs Rashford back.
Time is not on his side. Do you see what I'm saying? Bro, no. Time is not on his side. So he's already starting next season with an almost impossible task. Whereas if you get a new manager, he doesn't have the past or the history of finishing 16th or 15th in the league. He doesn't have that. So you can look at him and say, yo, your objective for the season, yeah, is to finish in the top 6. You can't say to this manager that's finished 16th, all right, cool, your objective is to finish 6th after finishing 16th like 3 months ago with the same players plus 3 or 4. It's not realistic to ask that of him.
So what would you ask your new manager? What would his objective be?
Top 6. Do you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? So why can't Amorim have the same objective?
Because
he's created a mess.
Brother, losing.
But he hasn't had a full season.
Brother, he's had 25 games, bro.
No, I know, but the preseason.
That is a full season.
I mean a preseason, sorry.
Yeah, but a preseason doesn't make that much of a difference, bro. Glasner never had a preseason.
If a player doesn't have preseason, then you get me.
Yeah, from a fitness point of view. Yeah. But that doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? Fitness. If you add the games in that he's played in the cup as well, he's played as much as the 30-odd games that you'd play in the season. The difference is with players need pre-seasons for fitness. Managers don't need pre-season for fitness. You're a fucking manager. You're a decision maker, bro.
Obviously, he's got to settle in. You get me?
Bro, if managers needed pre-seasons, teams would never sack managers during the season. Because where does new manager bounce come from? All these new managers don't have pre-seasons.
No, you're right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So not having a pre-season is a load of bollocks, bro. That's even more reason, yeah, to identify the strengths and weaknesses of your team, yeah, and formulate a plan.
Was stolen by Polite Van Nistelrooy.
But it wasn't stolen because we should have had 2. We should have had a Rude new manager bounce, and then we should have had an Amorim new manager bounce. The reason why we didn't have a new manager bounce is because he sucks. This is why, because every team has one. So we're not special, bro. We're not special to not have one, other than the fact that he was shit, bro. So the thing is, it's not realistic, yeah, for a manager that is failing with these crop of players to tell him, with these same crop of players, yeah, doing exactly what you're doing now, I'm going to give you 3 or 4 more players, and now you have to turn these into a 16th, into a 6th or 5th. With 4 or 5, for 4 players. It's not realistic. 4 players cannot fix this. There's a fundamental flaw with how we're playing football. It's not just down to the players. It's down to the fact he can't get the players to do certain things. What he wants to do is not resonating with the players here. And it's easier to get rid of one man here than get rid of the whole team. Because the whole team don't need replacing. They don't need replacing, bro. We got smoked by fucking West Ham today, bro.
No, I hear it, blood. Well, yeah, let's move on. Nottingham Forest, blood. Did you see what the owner did to Nuno,
he said to Nuno, he said, bruh.
Did you see that?
He said, bro, you know the amount of fines I've paid? Do you know what I'm saying? Them man they got points deducted, all these things. He's like, bro, I broke all these laws here to put us in the position and you're just throwing this away. Like Leicester City, the owner was fuming, blood. You know when I knew his head was gone? When Nuno weren't there and this player was just talking to himself like there was no cameras there.
You know
like he wanted someone
when
dead.
I knew he'd lost it, yeah, is when I see a man on the pitch, bro, looking like he could work in a butcher's. Do you know them right there? T-shirt. Yep, and I'm thinking this guy's so big, yeah, and he's still storming onto the pitch, blood. No remorse, going in front of the cameras and that, bruv. You know what I mean, fam?
The owner on the pitch is diabolical.
Yeah.
On the pitch, you know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's crazy, bro. The amount of rolls that will be in his Royce is
bro,
mate.
I'm surprised he got down them stairs. You know them.
He probably got Uber. You know them way there. Bro, but nah. But that's a disgrace, you know. Like I hear it, what you're saying.
Yeah.
But do
you know how high up them man sit?
Yes.
For him to get on the pitch before the team have gone, he was waiting.
Because Nottingham Forest, as much as this could be seen as a bottling, they're just been overachieving.
They have.
Them having any sort of European qualification, they should have been. These men were battling relegation. You get me?
They're a mid-table team.
They're a mid-table team. They were battling relegation at certain points.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So I know the owner's putting a lot of money in that, but you can't. I'm not saying you can't say this to Nuno behind closed doors, but you can't publicly come on TV.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think that you could talk to a man like that after he won an award at the 40 Blacklist Awards. Is he mad? Do you know them way there? You can't be doing that to Nuno, bro.
Now, Nuno's overachieved with these players, man. When I look at this Nottingham Forest team, this team is not a team that should be challenging for the top 5.
No, not at all.
But saying that, Leicester City, a
Leicester
team already relegated
disgrace.
at home, you ain't supposed to.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to drop points to them. That was a shoe-in, bro.
Yeah, that was
You know
crazy.
what
That
I'm
was the
saying?
game that they're supposed to win and make ground on the other teams.
And that puts them
they've got
fifth.
Newcastle or Chelsea last game or something like
They
that.
got Chelsea, yeah. I think they might have us as well, I believe, but I can't remember.
Is it?
We've got Chelsea and someone else. It could be Forest, I think. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who Forest got next.
But it's one of them ones where Forest should be beating an already relegated team. They were the one team that had something to play for.
Yeah. Oh, they got West Ham and Chelsea.
Oh, West Ham and Chelsea.
West Ham away.
Who the fuck do we have then?
Knows?
We got Chelsea and who's the last team we got? Not that it matters anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's a write-off, bro. As far as my season's done, bro.
Brother, my Premier League season's done. But I'm telling you, that performance in that performance against Palace, was so. Brother, that performance against Palace was the worst performance of the season. I'm not gonna lie, and I've got so much footage to choose from. Looking at, but I got more footage than R. Kelly, blood. Do you know them way there? No, I'm serious, fam. There's bare footage to look at, bruh. But that was the worst performance of the season. I'm not even gonna lie, but the season's done. But Forest 2-2. Against Leicester, not a great result, you know what I mean, and that's definitely put a spanner in their works for Champions League qualification, for Europa.
They beat the Chelsea, blood.
Yeah, unless they beat the Chelsea, and they can beat Chelsea. You get me? Because obviously we can move on to the Chelsea game. Didn't Chelsea play? And
they got smoked by Newcastle.
To Newcastle, and it was 2-0. That was the first game. 2-0, 10-man Chelsea, I believe. Nicholas Jackson has been sent off, and that's his season over, no?
But not only is it his season over, bro, but bro, it nearly fucking put a spanner in the European dreams of Chelsea as well, bro.
What do you mean?
Do you know what I mean? They're lucky that Nottingham Forest drew, because Forest would have gone above them into 5th if Forest won, bro. Like literally, Chelsea caught life.
Okay.
They caught life, bro, because Forest on paper were meant to beat Leicester. So yeah, man, disgraceful, man. They got beat 2-0. To be fair, the first goal was an absolute ripper from Bruno G. And yeah, it's just one of them ones where Chelsea are so bad, man. Like they're so bad. I just don't know what's happened to Chelsea. It's like they just ran out of steam. They started the season so well, and it's like they're faltering to the finish line. I think they would just get top 5, but considering how they started the season, this has not been a good season for them.
Even if Chelsea get Champions League, I'm not gonna lie,
and they win the Conference League as well.
Yeah, like it's one of them ones where that'll be a good season for them and that, but the way that they're playing, like, as much as they've beaten us twice, man ain't scared of Chelsea like that.
No, they've been
Do you get me? Under Maresca still, so I don't know how long they'll keep him, if I'm honest.
I don't know, hopefully Anthony does us a favour, blood. You know them one's best, bruv.
That'll be glorious.
Spliff, bro.
That'll
That'll be sensational.
I'll definitely be looking at that. But yeah, Chelsea losing, putting a spanner in their thing where I thought it would have, if Nottingham Forest did their job, bruv. I was there celebrating too early, and then flipping Forest went and bottled it, blood. But yeah, Chelsea losing to Newcastle was glorious, and that goal from Gamara's was cold as well, bruv. And Tonali's one as well, brother. Completely forgot about Tonali's one, and he scored it like the second.
Great movement,
well.
yeah.
Fucking hell, bruv. That was crazy. What else? We've done that. Man City drew with Southampton.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, 0-0. I don't know. I didn't even watch that.
I didn't on purpose, bro. And just as well.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
thought
believe
man, they
City
would have
shit the
slapped
bed
them,
there.
and then it ended up drawing 0-0. That's what's there to talk about, blood. You know what I mean? All they just flipping ain't looking for that second spot.
Listen, that they just don't care, innit? It doesn't matter. Once you get top 4, that's all that matters. Just go get your FA Cup trophy.
I mean, Arsenal, they're saying that they don't want second again because they don't want people singing second again, ole ole, innit?
But they're saying they don't want second again, bro. Listen, they're saying that because they don't think they're gonna get it. You know, the ones there, like that's it, bro. Do you know what I mean? Second place, three-peat, blood. You know what I'm saying? But literally, that's Arsenal my whole life, though. Like man said, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, bro. Like Arsenal, when I was at school, made a whole career of pushing Man United to the title, and then they've done the same thing to Liverpool or Manchester City, bro. Do you know what I mean? They're always holding the pads, brother. Man are just punching it up. Like, that's just what it is, bruv. You man are professional pad holders. That's what you man been doing, innit? So it is what it is. Arteta's doing what you lot been doing. Do you know what I mean? And that's just helping someone on the way to the title. Like, and this is what it is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man are just helping man set pace. That's what they do.
Yeah, say no more, my boy. Villa beat Bournemouth 1-0. For their European aspirations, you get me? They're still up there now. I thought they were out of it, but they can actually still qualify as well. Them getting that win was actually good for them. Brighton beat Wolves 2-0. Brentford beat Ipswich 1-0. And Everton actually slapped Fulham at home. That's crazy.
Which is mental. Fulham's
Silva,
European aspirations, bro. Yeah, their European aspirations down the toilet in that game, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because that would have kept them on pace for a European spot. I think it might be over for them.
They need to be 10th.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because Bournemouth's 10th.
Yeah.
No, but wait, 7th is what Forest is in. That's like, so 6th and 7th is Europa League. 8th is Conference League. That's what Brentford's in at the moment with Brighton.
Yeah, but also, I think if Chelsea win Conference League, there's another space for Conference League. And then if United or Spurs win the thing going to the Champions League, there might be another space. So it could
for what, Conference League?
No, for I think the Europa League space.
But we wouldn't have made a Europa League space, so we wouldn't. Whether we go in Champions League or not, it doesn't give up another space because we're fucking 16th. You get me? So they ain't gonna open up no other space.
No, but I think because of the coefficient, maybe it's not in the Europa League. It opens a space. Maybe it opens a space in the Conference League or something like that. I have no idea, but it's all coefficient based.
The space will be opened in the Conference League if Chelsea win it because that means they're.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, Chelsea would already be in.
But they're already be in a different tournament anyway.
If they win the Champions League, I mean, if they get a Champions League spot and they qualify, that means the Europa League spot they would have got.
Yeah, can go to someone else.
Would that go to someone else?
Yeah, it should do. But remember, there's already 2 spots allocated to the Europa League anyway. So then it will open another spot, like a third spot.
For the Europa
if
League?
that makes sense. Yeah, I think so.
Nah, because if they win,
because there's 2 already there.
Right, so there's 2. So they'll open. So all right, boom. Then that means
So there'll be 5 in the Champions League, top 5.
Top 5.
And then there'll be 3 for the Europa League. And then there'll be 1 for the Conference League. So I think his top 9 will be European.
Fucking hell.
That's what I'm saying. That's nuts, bro.
Yeah, that means Fulham, Bournemouth and Brighton are all fighting.
All fighting for that 9th spot.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That means we could have actually made Conference League, blood.
Bro, if we kept Ten Hag, we would have made fucking.
Nah, I don't want to be in that competition. Much as I want a trophy, just watching, getting the journey to the final.
I hear that, but bro, I'll be honest, it's one of them ones where if you don't win the Europa League, then you can say that. But if you don't win that, then bro, I can't lie, bro. Like a trophy's a trophy, fam. Like Chelsea ain't turning their nose up at that trophy. They gotta win that.
I wouldn't turn my nose up at it if it was in it. But what I'm saying is, if you gave me a choice, you get me.
I hear it.
I don't that competition. I've been in it, blood, and we got thrown out, blood. You get me? Because we didn't have enough players to play a game, and then they threw us out, blood.
Yeah.
So you get me? We got screwed over, bruv. But it is what it is. Like in the competition, I would never discredit it. You get me? Because I need a damn trophy.
I hear it.
If you ask me if I wanted to be in that competition, I'd
absolutely.
say hell no, blood. Whereas I'd
never
never say that to a Carabao Cup. Or, you know, them way there. Even though people like to shit on the Carabao Cup, bro. You know what I mean? Brother, I even take a charity shield, blood. Big man ting. I don't care, blood. If we slap like Man City or Liverpool in a charity shield, I'll celebrate that like a Champions League. I don't care. I'm shameless, blood. Man, know already, bruv. But I think that's it. I think that's all the games.
That is.
You know, then we're there. There ain't no game tomorrow, which is. Oh yeah, nah. The El Clasico, bruv. Barca ended up winning.
Fuckeries, yeah, 4-3 innit?
4-3. Was it 4-3?
Bruv, they
Or
were
4-2?
They were no, I think it's 4-3 in the end.
Hat-trick, so yeah.
Yes, 4-3, bruv. They were 2-0 down, Barca.
5-3, blood, but they disregarded. They disallowed the goal.
They were
after the guy
2-0
popped the
down, brother. Do you know what I'm saying? And turned it around on a smoke team to
thing. Mbappe
4-2.
hat-trick, blood.
Yeah. Madness, 4-2.
That was a good game, bruv.
Yeah,
Not even gonna lie.
bruv, it was 4-2 in the first half.
Makes us realise how shit our teams are, innit?
Bruv, first half it was 4-2. Like, incredible. You know what I'm saying? Football's weird this season, you know.
Defending for both of them are criminal.
They're criminal, but that's where
at least
football
Real Madrid
is now.
hasn't got their players, though. Barcelona's got their players.
No,
They
but
just can't defend.
Yeah, but Barca, I think
Szczesny,
Barcelona
shit.
got a few players missing, but also they can't defend for shit anyway.
Who've they got missing?
I don't know if Koundé's back, and
Oh.
also I think what's his name? I think Balde was out last time I saw them, and another centre back.
Nah,
maybe.
man saw Koundé on some flipping commercial flight, blood. To
Yeah, but I don't.
thingy.
But he wasn't playing though. Do you know what I mean? I don't know
Oh.
if he was injured or suspended or something. I'm not sure, but
so what? You just going there for vibes?
I have no idea, bro. But Barca can't defend for shit. They can't. Do you know what I mean? And ultimately, that's why they're not in the Champions League final, because they can't defend. But they can attack, bro. Like, like Flick is like Ange on steroids, bro. It's just all out attack. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah, I can't lie. They're a poor Real Madrid side, man. Like, very, very poor.
And
And
man of the match.
I didn't watch it. That's not what I heard. Do you know what I mean? I heard that he was playing shit. I'll be honest. But it's one of them ones where
Like that Mbappe got a hat trick, and I'm
Yeah,
asking that
yeah.
you got no. I'm chatting, bro.
Mbappe, like, it's weird because Mbappe's gone Real Madrid, PSG are in the Champions League final, have won the league, and Real Madrid probably aren't going to win the league. It's peak, fam.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
there's
even lie.
players like Desiree Doué, Kvaratskhelia, blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he couldn't do it with Neymar and Messi.
And Dembele, bro, but that's why balance is very, very important. Balance is important, and this is why you make club signings and you don't necessarily sign players for the managers, bro. Because at the end of the day, no matter who takes over that PSG team, it's a balanced team now. You know what I mean? It wasn't before, and this is why squad building is very important. PSG are another team that spent a lot of money, and for the most part had nothing to show for it up until this point. So,
well, nah, it's literally like man used to watch TNA and that, and then they just started signing all of the old WWE wrestlers, and then they just came in and ruined the product.
yeah,
Like,
100%.
do you get me, fam? Where you had hungry wrestlers, like man might not know who you are, but the performances were A1. Do you get me? Storylines A1.
And then you just get big names, bro.
And then you just bring in like 85-year-old Ric Flair, blood, and you're like, why is he in a ring, blood?
Yeah, he doesn't add to it.
It doesn't add to nothing, bro. Man are just like riding man's coattails, bro. Man are stealing the spotlight, blood. You know them way there, fam. That's what it is, bro. You know what I mean, bro. So, nah, I hear it. All right, my G. Well, yeah, that's it. Oozing Sorcery Award. Is there anything else though? We didn't miss anything. There hasn't been anything.
No, there hasn't. There hasn't.
To be fair. But all right, cool. Oozing Sorcery Award, Wallad of the Week, and Bonafide Bum of the Week. Oozing Sorcery Award. I ain't gonna lie, fam. Man's gonna give that to the Les Blues.
No, I hear that, bro. They saved the season, bro. Shout out PSG every time.
They did. You know what I mean? Thank you very much, blood. I'm telling you, au revoir, no blood. Bonjour, blood. You know what I mean? We love to see it, blood. Très bien. Très bien. Très bien. You know what I mean, fam? Merci beaucoup. All of that, fam. Merci beaucoup Boulevard, bruv. You know what I mean, bruv? Hold that. And Bonafide Bomb of the Week and Wallad of the Week. Brother, it's got to be one of us, blood, if not both of us. We're just victims at this point in that Premier
both
League.
teams
We're in
can
the final.
share that shit, you know.
We're in a final, but we're just
we both
victims
don't
in the
know
Premier
how
League.
we got there. Like.
Yeah, bruv.
It's embarrassing.
I'm telling you, victims in the Premier League, blood. 17th, I don't know how. Spurs go into Bilbao. You know what I mean, blood? We'll have to take that, though. But say no more. And if they got to the end of the episode, what should they put in, blood? If you got to the end of the episode, you could type in when PSG fists up the Assna. You know them way there, blood. Let me know if you want me to record that, blood. We need to get that on Spotify, blood.
I said,
talking
or
about.
of Arsenal, blood.
Or
That's
of
the
Arsenal.
one.
You can put that in there too, blood. You know them way there, fam. But big up everyone. Make sure you subscribe to Rantaroni's channel. Smash a like on the video as well. And yeah, blood. Should be back next week. You know them way there, fam. Just know, blood.